Hello again. Let's talk Parqet. That's 7 months since the last video about Parqet, and as you can see on the thumbnail, the MRR jumped a bit since then, over 25k now from 17 from the last video, and it's time to give a quick financial update. So let's talk about a few things. One thing before we start is that I will not share, like earlier, I think I shared my Stripe dashboard. I showed really a lot of details. I will not do that now because competitors arose a lot in these 2 years where we started this, some of which have big investor money. So sharing, for example, churn rates, trial conversions, things like that will hurt us more than it does benefit to you, then it gives benefit to you. So we will not share all of the details, of course, but I will still share revenue numbers and growth numbers and things like that, and talk about a few, situations and thoughts all around the financial perspectives of Parqet. So if you're new or if you don't remember, Parqet is completely and 100% bootstrapped. That means we have no investors. I started in January 2020 to start coding. Basically, I launched in April that year. It's also, I live streamed it on YouTube. The video is still available in German though, but it's available. And I started the first paid plan, I think, in May of that year. So it's now June, so almost 2 years of revenue. And capital-wise, I basically invested like in Germany, if you do a GmbH, if you incorporate a GmbH, you need 25,000 capital. You can do half of that or something in the middle to pay in, but I paid in full. So that's basically the capital that the company had. But I tried to, operate it profitably from the beginning. Of course, I didn't take a salary, so I worked for free, kind of. But everything else, I tried to make it profitable. So that worked out well so far. And we just had a major milestone. If I share my screen real quick, I shared this on Twitter the other day. We just passed 300k per year in revenue. That's a almost 200% increase year over year, which is awesome. I gotta tell you, I always look at the 4-week number and like the 4-week time frame, always. And it's frustrating sometimes because growth, of course, it goes up and down. Sometimes it's 1% per month, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 50. But of course, and early in the beginning, in the first year, it was 100%, sometimes month over month. But those kind of growth rates, 100% per month, I don't think we will reach again, except if we invest heavily in marketing. But yeah, we have barely done any marketing so far, and those growth numbers then are pretty amazing. What I wanted to say is that I always look at the 4-week time frame, and just recently I looked back 12 months, and then I saw that first we crossed the 300k, and second of all that year over year it's still 200%, which is awesome. It's very motivating, and it shows me we are on the right track, even though sometimes, on a 4-week basis or quarterly basis, growth might slow down a bit. So zooming out is definitely important every now and then, to look at the bigger picture. And I certainly didn't do that enough. So when I saw that, I immediately shared it because it's awesome and very, very motivating to me. So 300k per year, that's roughly the revenue we did in the last 12 months. And the current market situation is not necessarily supportive of the business, let's say, or the product. Lots of new investors go out in this bear market. They started during the COVID times to invest. Everything went up, and now things are, calming down a little bit. So some are stopping investing. We see that as well. But of course, we, with profitability, I will talk about that in a second. It doesn't matter that much, except if we would lose a lot of our paying customers. That's not the case, but of course, a lot of beginners stop investing altogether, and they also stop using a product like ours. But on the other hand, of course, the paying customers, the people that seriously invest since a couple years, and they take this bear market or dip in the market as an opportunity to buy, and those are the customers. Is the target group, right? That we want. Everyone who benefits from it should use the product, but at the end of the day, for us, of course, it's the long-term investors that keep at it for 10 years, 20 years, that can use a tool like that, like Parqet, and also probably build some wealth and are willing to pay for a tool like that. There is a whole other segment of people that just are used to getting everything for free, and that is not very compatible with the business model that we have. So yeah, the market situation, at least right now, is not very supportive, I'd say, but that will change again. And again, the core audience, the serious investors, they take this more as an opportunity than a reason to stop investing. With a 300K annual recurring revenue, I think it's fair to talk about the 1 million. This was completely out of reach a year ago, or when I started. The first videos here have been 40 MRR, 40 euros MRR. We are now at 25K something. My goal is to get to 50 as soon as possible, because I know that I mentioned this in other videos as well. 50K MRR means I can profitably have a team that with whom I can fulfill the vision that I have in mind, right? It can always go faster, we can always do more stuff, but there are things I want to do, and a team size that I have in mind, and 50K is what will enable that. So that is the first step, but in general, 1 million ARR is insane. But 300K, our current user base is not, or paying subscribers is not that big compared to the market. It's tiny. We are a bootstrap business. We are niching down. We are still only available in the DACH region, Germany, Austria, Switzerland. So there is a lot more customers to capture. And again, we have barely done any marketing. So doubling that subscriber base or tripling it is doable. It doesn't feel that crazy to me anymore. And we are enforcing marketing efforts now. We will not do what, for example, some competitors do and just throw money at every opportunity and be basically everywhere on Instagram or Twitter or wherever. But as usual, we will pick our niche. We will go there and we will try, to have an impact for us. And we will, as usual, start slow and explore and find out. And we will do that with marketing as well. But this has already started, and we will continue to do that. It's definitely a big focus for me this year, personally, because I have neglected that for the past 2 years. We have built a lot. We had huge support, of course, from channels like Finanzfluss or Lisa, Aktiengramm on Instagram, like big influencers who use our product, which is awesome. They helped, of course, a lot with the growth. And then there is a lot of mouth to mouth, which is the best kind of growth, right? The organic growth. But we will invest in marketing this year. Started already, and I will keep you posted how that's going. Profitability, that is the big part. Again, I don't like running on debt basically, or having a runway and being default debt. That means if my account is empty, my bank account is empty, can I sustain the business? If the answer is no, then I can't sleep probably. So I want to be profitable, and additional capital can be used to grow. But yeah, I want to operate profitably. So this was the case for the last 2 years. Now it will change over the summer and a few months, simply because more people are joining, including myself, and that means there is some invest that basically the company is doing, and in people in the team, and this is one of the top priorities for me, of course, to change again. So back into profitability, and then onwards from there. So that is, roughly the financial situation of Parqet. Everything looks good. The most awesome part is that the business bank account starts to fill up, which is great, and we have some reserves there also. And of course, having excess cash at some point means we can invest in projects, that turn out, that don't give a return immediately, which is fantastic. And I definitely want to go there. There's so much awesome things we could do. If we have excess cash that we can use to invest in the business itself, in projects, that would be awesome. And now we kind of invest in the team first, and then we will, continue from there. So really, there are so many awesome things that we want to build. And if you do that from a profitable state, it just feels more awesome. I mean, we don't have time pressure in that case. We can take our time, build features and products that delight customers, that are awesome, that we are proud of, do it the right way, can take our time, because we are not dead in 2 months if we don't deliver this, or if we don't grow at a certain rate, or things like that. And that is very important to me. That is very important to the team, because that's what we want to do. We want to deliver the best kind of work that we are proud of. We want to deliver tools that our customers love to use, and get paid for it, so we can continue to do that. That's the beauty of having a business and happy customers, and that's basically the simple rule that I run Parqet by, and other projects as well. Build awesome things that customers like, and that customers want to pay for, and use that money to continue to do that. That's the awesome thing, and we will get there. I'm very confident that we will get back to profitability and have this state of continuous, this cycle of continuous investment, and build awesome products again. I mean, we have this today as well, but yeah, as I mentioned, we will have a small dip of non-profitability. I haven't received a salary yet, so at the end of the month I will receive my first salary, and more people are joining. So that dip, I don't know how long it will take, but I hope by the end of the year, the latest, we will be back in profitability. But yeah, it's super interesting. And if you like this kind of content, if you are interested in these numbers and the situations that I'm sharing right now, like and subscribe. That would really help me out as a creator on YouTube, and someone who's sharing all of this, and it's good feedback as well. So let me know also in the comments if there are specific things you would like to know about, and I'm happily addressing that in one of the next videos. So have a great day, and talk to you soon. Bye.